Hello, everybody. Today we have a new member called Vedran. And so I thought it would be very nice to get to know him a little bit. So also, hello, Claudia and Luza.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Right
Hello,
then.
Vedran.
So all the questions are for Vedran, but we can listen and maybe there's something else we would like to know. So nice and slowly, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, as you know, my name is Vedran. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Croatia, and at the moment I live and work in Dublin in Ireland. And basically that's it.
Right. So you're living in Dublin, in Ireland, and you're originally from Croatia.
That's right.
And what language do you normally speak in your everyday life?
Well, basically at the workplace, I use Croatian mostly because there are a lot Croatian people, a lot Croats with our firm. So yeah, I'm mostly using Croatian in Dublin while living in Dublin, Ireland. It's absurd, but this is how it is. But I believe I'm also fluent with English, so yeah.
Yeah. So I find this very curious. This is why I love speaking to people, because you find out little curious things. So you've gone all the way to Ireland to speak Croatian.
Yeah, absurd.
Right then. Why did you start to learn English?
I was required to do so. Our primary and secondary education in Croatia includes English language. I continued to learn English during my university years. Basically, that ran for 5 years because I completed undergraduate degree and undergraduate studies, and then I continued with graduate level studies as well.
Right. So it wasn't a choice, because in primary school you get told what subject you're going to study, and this carried on out throughout your studying life.
That's
and
right. Yeah, I said it wrong. Actually, I had English language only during first 3 years, during pre-graduate years, and during graduate years, during the next 2 years, we didn't have English class.
Right. Okay. So you started later in life then. So how long would you say you've been learning English?
Let's say, so during primary school, that's 8 years plus another 4 years during secondary school, and 3 years during my university. But I continued to use English in a way that I read articles on internet and so on, and of course films,
right,
documentaries, books, and so on.
When you were at school, was it mostly theory that you did?
Grammar.
Grammar, like we all, well, not me, like everyone else. And can you remember the first moment you spoke English?
Yeah, that was during my first grade, when I was first grader.
Ah, so you were very young then?
Yeah, very young, 7 years old, 6 years, 7 years old.
But can you remember how you felt, how it went? Because that young, I don't know if you can remember.
Well, if we account for the fact that we're all very exposed to English language because of globalization, it's it's, how would I say, it went nothing special, and it wasn't nothing special to me.
Yeah, it's like when I went to Denmark, everyone spoke English as well there, even the grandmothers, everybody, and I was like blown away because I just didn't expect it. No, so in
global language,
yeah. So I think in some countries where their language isn't well known, they try that the people learn English so that people coming and going in their country can communicate with them. No. And I don't think you practice English every day?
Of course, I'm trying to do that.
In what kind of way?
I read books, I listen to podcasts, and I chat with some people in English, and this is how I do it.
And have you got a favorite podcast that you like to listen to?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. I've got someone drilling.
Yes, I have a favorite podcast, yeah.
And can you remember the name?
It's called The Rational Reminder. It's finance-related podcast. I've been accountant in Croatia by profession. I'm accountant, so I'm interested in that kind of
Right.
matters,
So it's an accountancy podcast, for
example. Finance, yeah.
Yeah.
Investing and so on, yeah.
Okay. And the last question from me, what is your main goal this year, if you have one?
You know the answer, to find a job in my profession.
I think when people go abroad to work, they work in whatever they can find, to put it politely, and they're always hoping to be able to work in their speciality, the profession which is theirs. Right, girls, would you like to ask Beltran something before we finish?
Yes, I'd like to know, by the way, what's your profession, Vedran?
I'm an accountant.
Oh, account. Good.
Yeah.
Numbers and numbers.
Numbers, yeah.
Okay,
And Claudia?
that's all.
Oh, I was surprised because you have a good memory. I even remember when what were I doing at 7 years old, but you can remember your first time speaking English. How was that?
Yeah, that's because English is, as I said, the English is a mandatory course in primary education programs, so it wasn't hard to remember, really. It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard to remember. Yeah.
Right. I have said before when we've been talking that I can't remember anything before I was 12 years old. And I'm always amazed about people that can remember their childhood. I don't know if I'm envious about that. My sisters can tell me what I did and what I didn't do. But I personally can't remember before I am 12. So everyone is different, no?
Okay.
So thank you, Beltran, for coming, and
welcome. Thank you.
to our channel. And we hope to see you a lot more, because it's nice to see new people. Okay, then, guys. Toodaloo.